Today we're checking out the latest episode of Unlimited Gacha. And man, this man light or dark, I don't even know what his name is, man. Depends on the day.
The scientist?
Nah, that's the main character. His name is Light.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, dark, but
Yeah.
either way, man. This man out here just horrifying for no reason, bro.
It's too easy for him, man.
Yeah, I think what's like even more messed up about it though is that this episode we knew that these two elves was about to get messed up, but I feel like they kind of like went easy on them still for no reason.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. I
feel
mean,
like
the actual original fight, yes. But the way they went out, no.
both.
The
way they went out was crazy. But go ahead.
I just wanted to talk about the scientist a little bit.
Oh,
I thought he was a normal dude. I thought he wasn't a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
No.
He's actually a weirdo.
He said, I'm just not the kind of weirdo that guy is.
I didn't know there was going to be tiers to being how weird you are.
For sure.
Because obviously the other guy, we're going to hold him at the top of the
He's
weird
a sexual predator.
He's not that far from him.
No.
Like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's
he
crazy.
turned like all the human beings into like monster chimeras, and I guess that's what he was gonna do as far as the experiments in order to help people break their level cap. But I'm like, did the other elf understand what he was gonna do to him?
Yeah, bro.
Is that worth getting your level cap? You know what I'm
Wouldn't have been
saying?
worth it, bro.
What are we about to combine you with the troll?
But what makes it worse is they packed up our boys from the other episode.
Yeah,
Especially the ones that were sleeping. The other dude that at least
His
tried
face
to run
was on
away
there.
was his face. I was like, this is so messed up, bro.
Nah, facts. But as we already saw before, man, our MC's sidecast is just OD. Like each one of them can end the country. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So he's over here like, oh, my creations are so powerful. You can't take them out. And they like went up and attacked them. And the creations went down initially, but then they got back up, which made him get cocky. He was like, see, you guys stand no chance. And I'm sitting here like, buddy,
I haven't used your powers yet.
they haven't even tried yet. You know what I'm saying? The Golden Knight with all his aura is 777. By this guy's kingdom standards, he's ass. That's what's crazy. He's mid-tier for real. You know what I'm saying? The girl's 999. What are you supposed to do about that?
I don't know, bro. Nothing you can do for real.
And like, I think what makes it funnier is that based off of like, bless you, based off of how human beings are in this world, like it really makes no sense for them to be moving like this. So they can't even like fathom what they're looking at. You know what I mean? It's like watching somebody who's like a 5-foot dude like score 30 on LeBron James.
It's happened before.
Woo!
It's happened before. That's all I gotta say. But anyway.
When LeBron was 5. I'm just saying, like it's like something that just shouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what makes it like so much more traumatizing for everyone they fight. Is they're just sitting there like, y'all are humans though. Like how? You know what I mean? And I feel like end of the day, like that's what's really just like making it so much worse when they get waxed. Because at that point, bro, like all the dignity just goes out the door. Because as soon as homie realized that his creations got like burnt to a crisp,
in one actual hit of the aura thing,
legit.
Yes.
As soon as they put on a little bit of magic on there, it was cooked. Bro was like, "Hey, hold up."
No, he really went, huh? Oh man,
Buddy was confused, man, and then she kicked him in the balls just to make it worse.
Bro, he passed out from that.
Oh yeah, a 999 kicked you in the balls?
Yeah, passed out, bro.
I'm surprised he didn't die. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And then the other dude, man, he was still over here gloating, even though, mind you, he'd already kind of seen what the MC was just messing with him, right? Like, he's dressed like a mage. He's beating you up in close combat. And he's still in denial. He's like, I'm literally the descendant of a maestro. I'm like that.
Bro, that reminds me, I feel like he broke his level cap during this fight because he's never had to pull anything like that out before. Or is that just how the sword works?
That's just how the sword works.
Oh, then never mind.
I think he was definitely getting carried by his equipment. You know what I mean? Because that sword was given to a maestro from the past. So he just stole it from the elves when he ran away. That's the whole thing. So I feel like he was already given some equipment that is way like past what he should have, and he was still getting dog walked because it got to a certain point where like I literally called it. I was like, our MC doesn't need to dodge this. Like, you're level 999 with insane gear. And then after a little bit of fighting him, he just got tired. He just like let the dude swing on him. He was like, this is my most powerful attack. And that joint just sat there.
He said, hey, did you enjoy it? You can try and swing again if you want. And he did.
And he let him get it off. He just sat there like, all right.
Do about it. Kicked him so hard in his nose, he was bleeding out too. I was sitting there like, he had 2 Shoryukens on him, one from last episode and one from this episode. I was just sitting there like,
nah, it was over.
He had no chance.
That second hit to the face, man, it changed his whole personality. He started begging for his life. I was like,
and then he said, I thought you was a hero.
Yeah, he said, fight me. Yeah, to the last second. I was like, that's crazy.
But then the one time he actually had some sense, he tried to run away.
Facts.
But then he said that wasn't no honor. So he laser beamed him in the
yeah, shot him with the leg.
Laser beamed him in the leg.
I think that's gonna be his favorite move for everybody. Try to run away from it, bro.
No, I know who we're using it on next, but we'll get there.
It's crazy. So yeah, they end up taking them to the abyss, right? They didn't aura farm on him as hard as he did on the wolf dude, but Loki, what he did to these guys was way worse.
Bro, he technically didn't kill the wolf guy. It didn't show him getting packed up for real.
I think the wolf guy legit just died from agony.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Like, Buddy really just realized, like, it's one thing to, like, get yourself cooked, but he's like, I literally got the world cooked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I think that was, like, the level of despair that he had. You know what I mean? Because he's like, hey, I thought you were just a regular guy. And now you're about to kill my entire race. You know, like, what do you even do at that point? You feel me? It's one thing that's, like, if I screwed myself up, I'd be very sad, right? But my whole family lineage? That's nuts. That's crazy, bro. When I'm, like, down to the last person, they about to get worked. Because no one's gonna respect humans. Because they already don't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he already knows that as soon as he actually pulls up on his people, they don't have, like, bro, I'm telling you, they need a scouter. They're not gonna see who they talking to, and they're gonna see this little boy floating above him like Pain. Like, what are you talking about? You gonna kill us all, man? Do it. He's gonna do it. That's the problem.
I don't think scouters exist, bro. They only do it when they want to show off their level whenever they want.
Yeah, but they reveal it to other people.
I know,
that's the problem.
That's so they only can do that, though. I've never seen anyone else find it out from.
I think you have to be stronger than somebody, or at least equal, to see their power level.
That's what I'm saying. So they're not going to be nowhere near that ever. So
they need to, like, literally bring out a maestro of each race to fight this dude. Because if you really think about it, what makes him so broken isn't that he's a maestro, is that he essentially has an army of maestros. Right? Like, almost half his army is just maestro level people. I'm pretty sure, like, everybody who's 5,000 and above, like, if you're a 5,000 level dude in the regular world, like, you're maestro. That's what they would consider you as. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And those are lame dudes in his army. That's the problem. Weak dragons in his army. 5,000. It's gross, man. And at this point, like, he's just so methodical about how he's going about his revenge, man, that, like, I just know that, like, the world needs to catch up quick. Because right now, he's really running game and no one's stopping him. You know what I mean?
How can you stop that, though?
You have to realize what you're up against first. That's the first
That's
step.
not going to help either.
It might help, because if they can figure out that he is a maestro and he has a whole kingdom at the bottom of the abyss, right? Then maybe they can gather up all the other maestros across the world as a coalition to fight against him.
That's not going to work.
It's going to give
it's gonna give him a better chance, though.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work.
Because if y'all fight him, like, if the elves are like, you know what, we'll send our maestro after him.
The reason why I know it's not going to work is because the way he's moving, he's going to take them out one by one.
That's what it's
to eventually, to where they won't even have any backups to do that. So,
because, like, the only thing that's giving them a chance, though, is that he doesn't really understand what a maestro is and, like, how they work right now. Mm-hmm. But after they just interrogated these dudes, and mind you, they got, like, 2 books worth of information out of them.
Yeah, that
so
was
I don't know what they did to them.
Like, they gave up so much information to a point they shouldn't have been packed up the way they were.
It was a stack. Yeah, you might as well deploy that.
Like, dang, bro.
Crazy.
But then they showed their bodies and how they looked in there. I was like, oh, they're low-key on their last leg. So he's like, you know what, I'll just finish the job.
Bro, it looked like a scene from Berserk.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, ugh. And then he sent them like Hellspawn SSR cards to eat them. I was like,
yeah, he in Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
you're not a good guy, bro. This is villain material right here, man. This is villain material. But we end up finding out at the end of the episode, right? Well, after he does his little farewell to the regular kids, because, you know, they went through a traumatic experience and rightfully, they quit. I would have quit being an adventurer too. I lost 2 of the homies, met some racist ass elves.
And all they left was a pack of hair on both their bodies.
That was crazy. Very unnecessary.
Nah, facts.
I also feel like Loki, he could have revived them.
I think he did that on purpose for them to
Get some character develop.
That's crazy.
I just like he has so many OD cards. Like, tell me that one of them isn't a revive.
Or he doesn't have it yet and he could just keep spinning until he gets it.
You know what I mean? But hey,
I don't know.
It is what it is. Point being is, after the kids leave, right, we end up seeing that his next target is for sure going to be the elf girl.
And the husband, technically.
Yeah, because her husband is the vice captain of the White Knight.
The White Knights or something, yeah.
For the elves. And apparently the commander knows a lot more about maestros because he's the one who gave the racist Diddy elf all that info in the first place. So he's like, well, I need to find out that info anyway, and I need my revenge. So we go capture the captain and slaughter her. I was just like, it's not looking good.
Yeah, his face at the end showing that he wanted to do that.
Bro, I think what makes it worse too is that like they show like a clip of her and like her boyfriend. And mind you, at first I was like, honestly, I kind of feel bad for her boyfriend because he's just a regular guy. You just happen to be married to the wrong girl. You about to get backed up for no reason. But then this dude opened his mouth. I love torturing humans. I was like, oh, of course.
He was gonna say that.
You're terrible.
He was gonna say that regardless, married to her or not. Let's be real.
True. She's literally gloating about, hey man, when I stabbed that dude light, man, you should have seen his face. I'm like, there's no way you still gloating about whooping this human.
3 years later.
No. But mind you, her husband or her fiance like went up to her like, oh, I love wiping out human villages. Like, oh,
you had a theory that he's the one who wiped out his village too.
Yeah, I think he might have been the one that killed his mom and dad, bro. And if that's the case,
it's over.
I ain't even gonna lie, that whole kingdom might be gone. This might be the first time we see him just be like, you know what? Normally it's screw you individually. Oh, y'all gotta go. The elves might cease to exist, bro.
They're cooked for sure.
But
100%.
It's gonna be tough, man. I'm excited to see where this next revenge plot goes. I think the only complaint I really have with this show is I feel like I wish there was more of a fight back. You know what I'm saying?
There never is, though.
And like, it's enjoyable to a certain extent, but I feel like most shows where like the MC is this OD, either like the MC's problem is like mental, right? Where like mentally they are like overcoming something, or the issue, or like the show is just very funny, right?
I mean, this isn't like Classless Hero though. At least this dude actually has a plan that wants to know what he's gonna do. Classless, he's just doing it and he's already done everything he needs to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. This one does feel at least there's more of a purpose to him getting it off. But yeah, okay. It's better than Classless Hero from that perspective. I'll give you that. But I still kind of want more of that like tension, just a little bit, you know? Because like, you know, that's why in most stories, like the main antagonist just always seems so OD because it gives the hero like something to overcome, right? Like for him, obviously he doesn't have all the info yet, so I'm not going to say that there's nothing for him to overcome yet because we don't know what's really out there in the world and neither does he. But so far, like, there's not even a hint of like anything being able to stop him right now, you know? So I just don't want to see them like repeat the same like revenge plot with like slight differences with what, 7 people. You know what I mean? Because like the only ones that probably will be able to do something is like the dragon race people, because that guy was the leader of their little commander party. So I feel like if there's a maestro out there, it's gonna be in his race. You know what I'm saying? But like aside from them, I'm like, I don't want to see this run back with vampires, demons.
There was like 12 different races too, so it would take forever. You'd have to start packing multiple at the same time in order for it to
and even if it's gonna do one by one, I just need the plot to be slightly different. You know what I'm saying? Each time. That's all I'm really looking for. You know, like if it's gonna be the same kind of revenge story, like it just can't be you can't do the One Punch Man formula unless you're as funny as One Punch Man. You know, because like for example, like in One Punch Man, we always know he probably gonna end that in one punch. Right? The big plot twist of season 1 is he needed 2 punches. He had to punch a guy, seriously. And like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you can't just run that exact same formula in that way without having some sort of like comedic edge or narrative edge that still makes it like interesting to see over and over again. You know? And like for this one, the nostalgia of seeing him do some magic and they're all like, oh my God, it's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? After the third time, I'm like, all right, man, we get it.
I mean, technically it was different this time versus these weren't even part of the people that were,
which is what I'm saying. But this one it was different, but it's also not like really part of his revenge, you know? It's just kind of like helping him gather more information. Like I said, I have no idea how they're gonna handle it. I just hope they mix it up just a little bit, you know? Or at least just add some sort of, if not stakes, just something interesting that like makes it feel different from the last one, you know? I don't want it to just be like, oh, these ones had pointy ears, these ones are furries. Like, you feel me? As they go down the line. As far as that goes, like, how would you rate this episode?
Give it like an 8, 7.
Yeah, I think it tied up the arc pretty well, honestly. We got to find a little bit more info about maestros and like what it really means to either be one / I guess even be related to them, because like people who are descended from maestros are called sub-maestros. We found out that that's just like a general term for everybody, and a maestro is really just somebody who levels up easily and doesn't have like easily discernible like level cap, right? So I'm assuming people who are like related to maestros, they can do a higher level cap than most people within their race, and then the maestros themselves are probably people who can get up to like 999, or I guess just high enough that nobody really knows where you're at anymore. But apparently one maestro, they said that one maestro that's not put in check is enough to destroy the world. Like I said, this man's legit running an army of them.
Maybe he's 10,000.
Maybe. Maybe. But this is a pretty decent episode. Y'all let us know what y'all thought about it down below. Aside from that, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all. Peace.